gotta top it lifestyle, give life. You 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 gotta top it lifestyle, give life. Big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation. Get one chance, you know what I do to it. Whole team get money and I'm used to it. Beat the odds and I'm still going used to it. Changing lives every day, you can YouTube it. Hold up, it's on when it's short. You know I stay down, stuck around for the glow up. And you can ask anybody around, yeah they know us. We can't stop now, cause the grind is never over. Hey, you gotta top it lifestyle, give life. 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 The go top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Top it lifestyle, turn my life round. Time out, told her hater pipe down. Ayy, big grind from the night to the AM. Big grind, new multi-millionaires in the making. Multi-millionaire, big boss now, but it all took some patience. Rockstar life spread well across the nation.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing out there this morning? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you can hear me, shout out good morning. Good morning, Larry Hightower. Good morning, First Monday. Look, this is the last Monday of 2021, everybody. Yes, it is. Can y'all believe that? Man, time has flown. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Am I clear to you? Are you here? Tell me. Shout out. Good morning, Rosalind. Can you guys? Can you? Yes, you can see me. Okay, there I am. I was just double checking. I wasn't sure if you guys can see me. Let me go ahead and share to my personal page. All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else do we have out there this morning? Good morning, Shanita. Good morning, good morning. Did everybody have a wonderful holiday? Because I definitely did. It was a blessed holiday. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who else do we have out there this morning? Darlene, good morning. Good morning. How are you, Darlene? Good morning. It's AM. Good morning, Pam from Philadelphia. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Good morning. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, Darlene. Good morning. Hello. Is that your mom? Is that you? Who is that, Darlene? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Who else do we have out there? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Look, everybody trying to get in early, get their workout in from all that turkey and dressing and Did you guys have a traditional Thanksgiving or did y'all have something different? Good morning, Brenda Morgan. Good morning, good morning. So we're gonna go ahead and start out this morning since we have some participants on the line. Were any of you all on? Good morning, Sanja. Good morning. Okay, Sanja, you gotta send me your schedule. Let me know when you're ready. They need a professional. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Candace. Good morning. Did you guys see the Moores on Friday workout? Nina and Paul Moore. They did a fabulous job. Good morning, Nona. Good morning. 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 Is that you, Krishan, or is that Brittany? What's going on with Facebook and you guys' picture? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody feeling this morning? Let me tell you something. So many people have been sick. So many people have not been sick and have tested positive for COVID. Isn't that crazy? I mean, y'all, be safe. I mean, it's so important for you guys to take care of yourself because it is crazy out here. It is crazy out here, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. Today is Monday, December the 27th. Monday, December the 27th. And today's word of the day is comfort. Oh, that's a good one. And we're going to talk about that today. I was trying to determine, sorry about that, I had a little sweat, whether we were going to walk and talk because we had some things to talk about. Hubby negative, be safe, y'all. Hubby negative, be safe, y'all. I don't know who that is. That said that must be Krishan. Yes, you ain't lying, okay? Comfort. And I'm glad that we're talking about this because, again, I wanted to talk about some things, but I don't want to step on anybody's toes and hurt anybody's feelings. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you say things, then you kind of like can hurt somebody's feelings. But the word of the day is comfort. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to be honest, I did not change my contacts. God's comforting love is mine to share. Many times throughout my life, a kind word or a friendly gesture blessed me during a difficult time. Even years later, I remember those moments and feel grateful for the kindness that comforted me. God's soothing presence is at the heart of every kind word and loving touch. I'm never without the love of God. Remember how caring people have been there for me in times of need. I look for ways to pass their kindness on, to be there for someone who needs me. Even a short message or a brief visit can be a comfort to someone who is longing to be lifted up. My compassionate heart always finds the right words and actions. I share the blessing of comfort. There is no difficulty or trial that divine love cannot help overcome. And this comes from Isaiah 41. Comfort, oh comfort my people, says my God. This is the word of the Lord. Now, I can read this two different ways. I can read this and say, God is telling me to just be quiet and don't talk about what really I want to talk about. And just talk about the comforting love is mine to share, which it is. And sometimes we are comfortable in who we are and where we are as people. That's what I want to talk about. Okay. Um, it's hot here in Houston. It's humid. The mosquitoes are bad. Look, mosquito bit me here. Look, on my shoulder last night. I didn't scratch it, thank God. So it looked like it went down, or is it over here? I don't know. Back here in my back, it's 80 degrees in Houston. It was a beautiful Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, I'm sorry, Christmas here. Look, what's today? Today's high is 81 degrees. Right now it's 66. The problem is the humidity, and it hasn't rained. So, mosquitoes are ferocious here in Houston, Texas. So, um, I have my hula hoop. I have my jumping jack, my not jumping jack, my jumping rope, and I have my hula hoop, my arm hula hoops. But I thought that it would be cool if we walked this morning. That way we can get a little conversation in, so people can go ahead and breathe, because the holidays are very, sometimes can be very stressful. You ain't lying. You are not lying, Jennifer. But I haven't finished my coffee this morning, and I think we all gonna walk and talk. I hope y'all don't mind. And then y'all will have me all this week. I don't have anybody on the schedule, and I don't have any plans. So let's go ahead and get our walk on. I'm gonna stretch first though before we leave. Let me go ahead and stretch. See, I already got my fanny pack on, right? So let's go ahead and stretch and go ahead and say a quick prayer that the mosquitoes don't get me. Because let me tell you something. They are ferocious, right? Mm. Oh my goodness. Mm. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I got my little soothing music on. Let me go ahead and turn this Bluetooth off. And so I can turn my phone Bluetooth on so I can hear you guys. And you guys let me know if you can hear me. So, first of all, I want to know, did you guys have a great Christmas? That's what I want to talk about first before I go into all of this other stuff. Tell me if you guys had a great Christmas. Let's see. Bluetooth off. Okay, we're going to remove this one. And then there we go. Okay, so. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now, some of your destinations have errors. Really? Oh, gosh. Okay, so let me make sure you guys can hear me. Let me turn my Bluetooth on. Chante's iPod. Okay. So tell me if you can hear me loud and clear. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad. Okay, so wait a minute. Forgot I have to turn my Wi-Fi off. And there we go. Look at that. It froze and it came back. So can you guys see me? Okay. So let's get going out of here. Oh, let me open. Oh, what happened? Please tell me my ear pods. Can you guys hear me? Because if you cannot hear me, then I will take these ear pods out of my ear. Okay, let me open the gate. Please give me a shout and tell me, Champ, come back, Champ. Come back. Come get it. Hey, come back. Come back. Come get a treat. Go get a treat. Yeah, big boy. Okay, Champ is trying to go with mommy, but he can't. Champ's birthday was Christmas Day. Hey, happy birthday, Champ. Can you guys hear me? We hear you. Am I frozen? Can you see me? Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so did you guys, I'm going to zoom back on in here. I have this selfie stick. Did you guys have a wonderful Christmas? Tell me. I mean, I had a wonderful Christmas. Okay, the gate is getting ready to close on me. It was a blessing. It's always a blessing because I get a chance to be with my family. And of course, I told you I do all the cooking. The bad thing about it is I talked about was, let's see, won't, okay, wasn't for my sister and friends. Okay, so that's what I'm getting ready to talk about too. Friends and family. So um Kenny has been sick, I told you guys, right? And he tested positive for COVID. I had somebody come to the house the earlier part of last week. I told you guys he was sick. He tested positive. And oh my God. Can y'all hear me? Because my iPods are dead. And it told me that it wasn't dead. And it was dead. Can you guys hear me? I apologize for that. I apologize. So, Kenny had COVID. Let me make sure I turn my volume up on my phone. Uh, can you guys hear me? You can see me. Can you hear me? Let me turn my Bluetooth off. Even though it's not working, I want to make sure you can hear me. I don't want to talk if you can't hear me. Can you hear me? Am I loud? Okay, yes. Can you hear me? I'm frozen. How about it? How about now? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Megan said you can hear me. We hear you and see you. Okay, awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys are working out with me, and I'm going to walk a little faster. But Kenny was diagnosed with COVID, and I was negative. So let me tell y'all, I think I've told y'all this before, but Kenny is spoiled, okay? And his mom, and I probably picked it up later, but way later, right? But he's even more spoiled, right? Because he has someone, a mate that enjoys, it's just who I am. It's my character, right? And so I told you guys his tradition is usually, it's not usually, it is Christmas Eve where we do oysters and we do champagne, but we had to cancel, of course, because Kenny was ill. And for Christmas, I decided to go ahead and host Christmas at my home because that's what the plan was and make Kenny stay confined to the bedroom, right? And we had already planned on having it outside, so it wasn't a big deal. Thank God that it was warm. Remember, I told you guys I was dreaming of a cold Christmas, necessarily not a white Christmas, but a cold Christmas. But God had the right plan, right? He really did. He had the right plan because if it was cold outside and everybody had to be inside, then it would have been a big issue. But the good thing about it, we were able to be outside, my little cousins and the people who did decide to go, because I did let them know and gave them that choice, and told them that we would have to stay outside, right? Which was fine. So we had a good time. I had the back door open. Kenneth was confined to the room like a baby. He was mad. He was upset. Y'all want to take a new scenery route? We're going to do that today. And so
he was mad and frustrated and upset, that he couldn't be a part. He had already been mad. He was already mad because we had to cancel the Christmas Eve, and he was already mad that was diagnosed or he was positive, and then he wasn't feeling the best either. He was under the weather. He wasn't really bad, because this was his second time contracting it. Last year he contracted it around this time, and he was way sick, and he wasn't vaccinated. But this time he was vaccinated and he wasn't as sick, right? And because he suffers with sinuses and allergies and asthma anyway, he was a little down, but not major down, right? Because he worked continuously every day, talking on the phone and getting things done, right? So um, he was upset, needless to say, but he was okay because I was so glad that we got a chance to get together, because sometimes you don't know when it's going to be your last time, being with family, being with friends. So I didn't prepare as much as I normally do for Christmas as I do for Thanksgiving, because I prepared a lot for Thanksgiving and a lot of people didn't show up, and I had a lot of food left over. I hate having food left over. I like having leftovers, but I had too many leftovers, right? So, um, but this time I didn't, right? And so I had my aunt and, oh, look at the lemons growing on the tree. My aunt and my uncle's girlfriend came over Christmas Eve to help me cut up everything. And my mom, she was upstairs. She stayed upstairs and stayed quarantined because my mother has lupus. And so she just wanted to make sure that, everything was okay. So she stayed upstairs and she cut up my vegetables and everything. So that's very helpful when you have people who come out. Thank you guys so much for all the prayers. He's doing really well. And we're going to say prayers for lots of people out there that are sick. I'm just trying to walk around because, you see this little swamp over here. I want to make sure no alligator come walking out of there. And I'm talking to y'all and don't pay attention, right? Here's another one over here. Look. So we want to make sure. But anyway, so Kenny, oh, and so my family members came over, a few of my family on, and like I told you, and my cousin came over and helped me get everything together. Then one of my cousins, who the one that I told you guys graduated from dental school, came down from Dallas, and and she Christmas. She thought she was going out to dinner with a friend, but I don't know. These people, they don't really understand. Stores and restaurants and stuff like that close. If not, uh, well, a lot of them close early on Christmas Eve. To give people the opportunity to go home and prepare and get their food and everything together with their family. Thank you guys so much for the prayers. Thank you guys so much. He's doing really good. Of course, it's day 10 for him, and he's having the itchy bug, right? He's sick of being in the house, and so he's fine. He's doing good. So many people, I'm telling you guys, so many people, and I know you guys know too, have been sick and have tested positive for COVID. I mean, I could probably count 10 people or more. I would say 15 people or more that I have talked to that have tested positive for COVID. So the problem is, and I'm not trying to make nobody feel bad or whatever, but when people are not vaccinated, then it's spread, right? They may not have any symptoms. They may be asymptomatic and they may pass it on. And if you are vaccinated, you still may get it, right? But you may not get terribly ill. Good morning. Happy holidays. So, anyway, today is trash day and recyclables. Shoot, these people, they trash empty. Mine's overflowed, right? Overflowed. I have a lot of trash. But anyway, I hope you guys are getting your workout on. But anyway, um, We want to say happy birthday to everybody. I didn't say that to everybody who had a birthday this weekend, birthday last week, or birthday this week, right? We're going to pray for those who lost loved ones or who is ill. We're going to pray for sanity and drug addiction, right? So anyway, Champ, my dog Champ, his birthday was Saturday on Christmas Day, and my grandfather's birthday was Saturday on Christmas Day. It's 96 years old. 96. Can y'all believe that? But anyway, it is definitely a blessing. It could be a blessing, and it's so funny because a lot of times people think, I thought to myself, sometimes when you live for a long time, it may not always be a blessing, you know what I mean? Because sometimes you may be ready to go home to the Lord, or sometimes you may, you want to go, but God is still having you here for a reason. I feel like that as long as you're here on this earth, as long as you're still breathing and you have your mind, then you have the opportunity to change whatever you want to. And when I say change, it's not necessarily because sometimes at a late age it's kind of hard to change, but you can communicate or let a person know or say something or apologize or just try, but sometimes a person can be a certain way for so long, for so many years that it's difficult and they find comfort. Okay, I want to come back to comfort and being who they are and what they are, and they don't want to. So let's talk about comfort in the way that I wanted to talk about comfort, because I think about, you know, why is it that I know that God made people different and everybody's different and that makes the world go round, but why is it that people are comfortable with staying in the place that they're in mentally and who they are mentally, right? Can y'all hear me? Because it's easy and it's comfortable, right? To just, I'm not going to change. I'm going to stay who I am, I'm not going to, nothing is wrong with me. It's not me, it's everybody else, right? Can you guys hear me? And so a lot of times people don't understand is that as you get older, every year, sometimes every week, every month, when things haven't changed, when you're still going up against the same opposition, right? The same relationships and friends and boyfriends or girlfriends, um, bad relationships at your job, you don't get along with people, nobody likes you, you're nobody's friend. Everybody knows at a certain age who and what they are, but a lot of times people don't want to change, right? Because they have comfort in not changing and they want to make excuses and make it seem like it's everybody else when in fact it's them, right? And they think they getting over on people. They think they smarter than it, everybody, and nobody peeps who they are. And they feel like, oh, it's me. Everybody's against me and it's me. No, it's you. But you too busy being comfort in where you are, that you're not willing to change. And it's sad because as long as God have you on this earth, you have the opportunity to change and make a difference. You do. You have an opportunity to change and make a difference. And it's up to you to be willing to do that, right? You have to be willing to do that. You have to be willing to be honest about yourself and open about yourself, because you know what the problem is about yourself. You know if you are not a good person and you need to change. You know that if you tell stories or you a liar or you a cheater, that you need to change. But sometimes when people feel like they've gotten away with things for so long that they don't want to change, right? It's not, they're not the ones with the issue, it's everybody else with the issue. And it really is sad because those are the kind of people that you have to realize, not that they can't change, because God can do anything, right? I know too that I realize that if you are a certain way for so many years, y'all, this house right here is for sale. Look at this house. Um, then you think that you okay with who you are. But then you realize slowly and surely that all the things that you want, all the things that you desire, you're so busy being mean and being comfortable and in comfort with who you are that you go around and cause conflict and confusion around you. Nothing good is happening. People also wonder why good things aren't happening for me. You know, why God is not sending some of those blessings my way. And I'm not saying that God only bless those that are good. People are blessed, period, in multitudes of ways. And I'm not even talking about financially. I'm talking about mentally, physically, who you are as a person. Because I think about, it's like, I say stuff like, do unto others as you want others to do unto you, right? Well, it is true. You should operate like that. Now, it's not to say that I don't have feelings too, and I wish that someone would be as thoughtful to me as I am to them, or as kind to me as I am to them. But that's not always necessarily so. I wish that people would look at themselves internally and decide what it is that they need to change about themselves and not have to worry about other people to bring it out or to tell you about it. And you do it yourself because you know you need to change. You know who and what you are. And who and what you are if you have kids. Roll down into your kids so you see it into your kids. And it's a cycle and it's going to repeat itself over and over and over again. And sometimes we don't understand that. But that's when I have to think about people who are always talking about God, saying that they believe in God, but they're not willing to do the right thing. I mean, of course, we're all of sin, right? I'm of sin. Everyone is of sin. But I do believe that when you realize when you're doing something wrong and it's time for you to change and be a better person and do the right things, right? Then you ask for forgiveness and you move on and you mean it. You can say all the things you want to say out of your mouth, but God knows your true heart. That's when I know that sometimes people don't realize that there is a God, right? Even when you cheat and you're doing something wrong that you have no business doing, and you know it's wrong, right? And you've been getting away with it, but how long do you think you'll be getting away with it? How long do you think that's going to last? And think about this. When you have children, when you have daughters, do you want their boyfriend or their husband to treat you the way that you treat women or that you treat men, right? We talked about this weekend, my cousin, because she's young and she's, getting out into the world and she has a boyfriend and it's his first boyfriend, serious relationship that she's ever had. And she's learning, because in my family, it's all women. We're very dominant. Remember, I talked about this. And uh, all the women in my family, my grandfather wasn't a positive role model in our family. He wasn't a man that respected women and that educated his children and were there for his children. And that is hard, when you know that is someone in your family, right? That is your seed, right? That is the beginning of my seed. But what I have to realize is I don't have to be that person, right? Because those things are generational curses and they do pass down. And I don't have to be those things, right? I can learn from those things and I can grow from those things and I can try to be a better person. And it has to be one thing at a time, because a lot of times when somebody has several things wrong, it's not to beat anybody down, but it's for you to get out of that comfort, that comfort zone, and change yourself. You know what's wrong. You know what you be doing. You know that um, how you feel, how you act, how you're perceived, that other people see those things too. And then you wonder why things, like even myself, I think about, oh, God has blessed me. And I'm not talking about financially, right? Because I've been broke longer than I've been rich, right? So I'm definitely not talking about financially. I'm talking about with just a kind heart, a giving heart, someone that wants to help, right? Someone that wants to uh, give back. Those are just normal things. Someone that is forgiving. I am a forgiving person. Um, I try to be as patient as I can. And I know those things I need to work on. And I try to, I am learning to try to not always be right or be heard, right? That it's okay to sit back, that as long as you know you're right, it's okay. But what I realize is in my family is, because we don't know, um, men want to be respected and women want to be loved. And so I had to learn that. I was so glad and so happy that even though it took me a long time to find a mate, that God made the perfect person for me, you know. And I am blessed to have a thoughtful, loving, caring husband that his father, right? Because I asked for that, I prayed for that, that his parents, his father, was in his life and taught him how to be a real man and what to expect, from a real man. And so, of course, when you're young, we out there, we're doing crazy things, we're having fun. And look at these big old houses, man. Just imagine if you had to cut all this yard or pay somebody. That's one house and one big yard. Look at that. Beautiful, right? So anyway, that I like this house too. It's a one story. Look at that. Look how long that yard is. I love one stories. But anyway, so I'm glad that my husband had a foundation, right? It's so important, because I talked about last week how you see a lot of these women, a lot of these girls all on social media and talking about these guys and dogging these guys. And, that's not how you do it. And you chose them. You chose them. So what does that say about you as a person? But we don't want to look at that. We want to point the finger at him. Oh, he ain't this. Oh, he ain't that. You knew that already. But anyway, so, but you thought that you can change them. Hey, lesson number one, you can't change nobody but yourself. Okay? Purred. Nobody but yourself. Okay? Purred. You can't, I don't care if you go and dip your coochie in gold, dip your penis in gold. Okay? I don't care what. You can't change nobody but yourself. That person has to want to change. That person has to want to do the right thing in themselves. You cannot do it for them. Okay? And change it anyway. Sexual addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction, shopping addiction, lying addiction, cheating addiction, meaning not really necessarily cheating on people, but just cheating on your way through life. You know, all of that stuff. You have to change those things. And then you'll see great things happening in your life. Peace of mind is priceless. Being happy with yourself, not carrying all these bags and worried about what people think about you, and worried about what people saying about you, and worrying about, you know, what this person did over there. Yes, it hurts. Yes, you want to pray for that person. Yes, you want things to be different, but you have to be mentally in the right mindset and happy and comfortable in knowing that God gonna help you through it, right? So let me give you an example. God gave me the strength to be able to keep my family together, right? And to carry on my grandmother's legacy. Because I told you guys I have a big family. And I was talking to my cousins last week and I told them, I said, out of the 27 first cousins I have, nobody, none of them, other than myself, tries to bring the family together, uh, cooking. They want to help. Now, my aunts, the first generation, they're the ones that's used to doing everything. But for years, I try to take that off of them because I appreciate my grandmother and them always making it happen for us, right? Our generation. So even if you don't cook, you can clean up. You can come help cut up some vegetables. You can say, hey, Chante, I'll run to the store for you. Write your list down, tell me what you need. Or, here's $20, $25. Here's $15, 10, whatever you need. Giving it, remember I talked about this last week. Giving is not always monetary, but people try to make it seem like it's monetary because of who and what they are, right? Because of who and what they are, because you can help in all kind of ways, right? And you can do whatever you need to do. You know, my godson, hey, Aunt Chante, I'm home. I'm out of school for the holidays, and I need to. Now he got a job. Now he in high school. I got a part-time job, but I still need to make some extra money. You know, can I come over there and wash your cars? Can I come run some errands? Right? I'm like, oh, I really appreciate that because these teenagers nowadays, honey, they don't want to do nothing. Well, it's two of them, my best friend's two sons. I gave them some Christmas money, which I do every year when I can, right? In the past, when I couldn't, I wouldn't be able to give them anything. And even if I gave them something, $20, 25, whatever it is, it's a blessing, right? So anyway, I gave them some money, and their mother was like, nah, I'm gonna make them come over here and do this for you and do that for you. No, you don't have to do that because that was a Christmas gift I gave them, right? Look at this house. They have cows and horses. Look at all the land. All the way down here. All the way down here. Can you imagine having to cut all that grass? Anyway, you have a professional person or a big tractor to come and cut all that grass. But anyway, and so I just appreciate, you know, her teaching her boys because we're not teaching our children how to do the right thing and what to do and to be stuck in I think about these younger people, men and women, because we're not expecting anything major from them. I'm scared when I get to be an old lady like this middle ground, because I'm teaching my nephew, okay? He's not going to be like that. And let me give you an example. I have some cousins that came over, 27 in that age. My brother is 32. Good morning. How are you? And so they, my cousin, he brought a friend with him, a guy. And they was eating, and I was like, oh my God, this food is so good. And oh my God. And my brother-in-law said they would get ready to leave. And my brother-in-law said, where y'all getting ready to go? Y'all getting ready to go? At y'all age, I'd be going, visiting. Because of course, at their age, she was single, right? So at y'all age, I'd go and be visiting, all these different women and, friends and, all the girls, right? And my cousin was like, nah, now this is a boy cousin. I ain't that type of I ain't that type of guy. He said, and these girls, they don't know how to cook. And I'm like, you ain't lying. They think, and women, I'm all about independence. Don't get me wrong. Okay. All the women independent, throw your hands up at me. I'm all for that. Okay. But the core of who and what a man is, I don't care what year it is, hasn't changed. A man want a good meal. Okay. And he don't want to have to eat out all the time. The key to a man's heart and his pocketbook is his stomach. Y'all better catch that. Better get out there and learn how to make some real good spaghetti, some something. But they think it's cute. Everybody want to go out and have fun. Everybody want to go out and party, go out to dinner. That's fine. But what about that time when it comes when you ready to settle down and get the right person? But you have to have been putting that energy out and doing those things, right? You have to be ready for when God molds that perfect person for you. And he's going to mold that perfect person for you based on the person that you've been, right? How you going to ask for something and you ain't doing the same thing? How you going to ask for or expect something and you're not doing the same thing? I mean, comfort. Get out of your comfort zone. Quit thinking about, oh, I'm still young. I got time to change. No, you don't, because guess what? Life is short. Okay, people are dying like flies. You know, you here today, gone tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as. I remember when I was a kid. Seemed like people lived for a long time. And people were older and they died old. That's one of the reasons why I have a different level of respect for people who are older, who pass away, 80s, 90s. God only promised you 70 years. If you live past that, you're doing darn good, okay? You doing darn good, okay? And so, yes, it's hurtful. Yes, you want people to live forever. Yes, you miss them. I miss my grandmother. I miss my mother-in-law. I think about them. I was thinking about them Christmas morning. It was all in me. My grandmother, everything that she taught me, to be able to bring my family together, to be able to cook for everybody, and just try to be mentally in a positive space, because it's very difficult, because it's a very difficult job to have. But God had to have someone do it, and I'm glad that he had me to do it, right? And so I'm glad to be able to be put in that position, but I do want my cousins to step up and start being more apart, be more appreciative, you know. Hey, Chante, can I, let me come clean up the kitchen. What happens is it's the same people all the time. It's my aunt and her friend, that comes and clean the kitchen. Usually my other aunt will come, and she'll come in, my aunt Joanna, she'll come in and clean. But all the rest of my cousins, these people are grown with kids. And they sitting out there wandering around in the world, wondering why they not happy. They think stuff makes you happy, which it doesn't. And things are not going their way. It's because you get what you get in life. You really do. If you're a giver, then people are gonna give. If you just a taker, the same thing gonna happen to you. Karma does exist. What you get is what you give. If you a liar, man, you gon' your mate gonna be a liar. Your kids gonna be a liar. Your friends gonna be a liar. You're just walking around lying for no reason, taking advantage of people, thinking you getting over. You're not getting ahead. Your bank account, if that's where you want it to be ahead, still look like it did last year and the year before and the year before, because nothing about you has changed, because you're comfortable. You in your same comfort zone. You know, when you selfish, you think about yourself. You don't do anything else for others. You don't go out of your way. You know, you don't put thought into anything. It doesn't take much to put thought into something. Some people also think that when you buy gifts for people, it's got to be all this expensive. No, but it has to be a thoughtful gift, something that you know that the person is going to like or use or need. Not just give them, oh, I'm just gonna give you some firecrackers. And it ain't even the 4th of July or New Year's. Just stupid stuff. But there's no thought to it. People are not. People don't care, and that's why they're in the situation they're in. Even at 60 and 70 and 80 and 90. I talked about my grandfather being 96, and I don't know if he is going to be around to see, you know, another year. I pray that he does, if God's willing, if that's what God wants. But I'm not quite sure. And so every moment and every day is a blessing, right? And forgiveness is hard, but somebody has to do it. So why not let it be you? Somebody has to change, so why not let it be you? People have to be uh, get uncomfortable. You guys are too comfortable in what you're doing. You have your comfort has to be shook up. You know what needs to change. Don't go into 2022. This is the last Monday. I think Jack said the high tower this morning. This is the last Monday in 2021. What are you gonna do different in 2022? Are you still gonna be cheating? Are you still gonna be a liar? Do you still think you're getting over on people? Are you using people? Are you not a good person? You're not a giving person. You're not a caring person. You're not faithful. You're not helping nobody. You're not giving back. But you want all those things in return. And it's everybody else's fault. And it ain't your fault, right? And then you partner up and hook up with negative people. You negative, your friends negative, your whole circle is negative. And I wonder why. And y'all cat fighting and you don't have a man and she have a man or don't have a man and her man left her. Just all kind of stuff, all kind of disarray, dysfunction, all kind of stuff going on. Somebody has to change and get out of that comfort, being comfortable, and do something different if you want something different. I'm gonna go around this corner here and then we're gonna be back at the house. So, I had got a chance to see, some of my cousins and some of my family members. Because remember, I talked about how it's so many of us and so many. I don't like this person. I'm mad at this person. You ain't talking to your mamas. That's too much for me. That is too negative. And at some point in your life, things have to change, right? You can't change the family you're born into, right? But what you can do is realize and learn where your parents came from, learn why they're the way they are, and that way it'll give you more understanding. You may not like it. I'm not saying you're gonna like what you hear, what you see. Some of the things that I hear, I learned some things on Saturday night. My mother and my aunt, one of my aunts and my cousins was sitting around the table talking. A lot of my family members, most of them left. I told them dinner would be ready at 3. And of course, my cousins that have little kids, they came because of course the kids want to get in the pool. They want to swim. They want to have a good time, right? Cousin said she was going to, had a jacuzzi going. I was going to heat the pool up, but that wasn't necessary because they got in the pool without the pool being heated. But anyway, the jacuzzi was on. It was warm outside and it wasn't as humid as it was yesterday and it is today. So I was able to have that back door open and we had a great time. We played games, we took pictures and I turned on the fire pit and we roasted s'mores and we played white elephant and left, right, left. And we just had a great time. I saw cousins that I haven't seen in a long time. And my uncle, who I told you guys was in Minneapolis at this rehab facility, came home for the weekend, which I think he probably should have stayed there and didn't come down here because what happens is things trigger you, family issues, things that you haven't gotten past, that you're still dealing with triggers you. And so prayers and up to him and blessings. And it was a great weekend. I didn't get a chance to see my nephew because he was sick last week. He was tested for COVID, but he didn't have it. But he has a, upper respiratory issue. And of course, we didn't want him to come to the house with Kenny, even though he was in the back room. But then most importantly, because that wasn't really the issue, because everybody was going to be outside, he wasn't going to be able to get in the jacuzzi and get in the pool. And we already knew that was going to be a problem, right? So he would have been upset when he saw all his cousins getting in the pool and getting in the jacuzzi, and he couldn't. And then some of my other cousins and their children opted not to come, but I gave them that option. I want everybody to be safe, and even though we was going to be outside, it's still, it was a choice, and I'm glad that they chose to do what was best for them and their family. And so we had a great time. um it was a blessing. We had great food, great drinks, great desserts. Did you guys eat a lot? Alexander, Cynthia says, you have to make the change in your life. Yes, you do. And get out of your comfort zone, you know? And sometimes when you have these kind of discussions, I know a lot of people on here like, well, not me. Ain't nothing I need to change. Yes, it is. You already know it is. I'm talking about you. I don't know what your issue is, but you know what your issue is. And if you want something different in life, then like Obama said, be the change that you seek. Some of these quotes out here, y'all be posting them, but y'all don't believe in them. Y'all not doing it. Y'all not putting forth the effort. Y'all making excuses. Oh, well, I was born like this. My mama was like that. My daddy was like that. Who cares? That don't make it right. So what? Yes, I love my mother to death, but I try not to pick up or continue on negative things that she does or did or said, or I don't want to be that person, but that doesn't mean I don't love my mother. That doesn't mean that my mother is not my world. It's just that I realize, and I continue to pray that she sees and she changes. But I'm not going to be that person just because my mother was that person or my daddy was that person, or I didn't have a daddy growing up. Well, you know what? Quit whining. Be the change that you seek. Be a different person. Be a better person. You know, it starts with you, and only you know what your issue is. Get out of your comfort zone. Be happy with where you are and who you are and what God has given you. You know, and then all of those blessings and the things that you want in life will come to you once you start doing the right thing, right? Doing the right thing. Good morning. You have to do the right thing. So in this new year, I'm going to have to really think about some of the things that I want to change, you know, that I want to be different. Exercising more, of course, is one of them. Got to get these arms together and these legs together. So that's definitely one of them. Um, Not feeling like I always have to say or be right. And what I mean by that is in my relationship, in my marriage. Sometimes I get so frustrated and, oh, Kenny, I told you, you ain't got to do that. You already know. You told them and you have to realize, I talked about this too already. You can't change nobody, just change your focus on yourself. You know, if you want to be in a relationship, then you're going to have to start figuring out some of the things about yourself that needs to be changed. Write it down and start praying and ask God to send you the man for you, right? Not you go and find him. He needs to find you, okay? He need to go and seek you out. And y'all quit letting these men off easy, Y'all just let them run amok, right? Honey. Now, men gonna do what they gonna do. Now, I ain't got no control over that. But if you allow them to do it, they gonna do it. Have more than one girlfriend, 5 baby mamas. Ooh, Lord, that's too much. Y'all want to, I don't even want to share my money like that, okay? And I don't want no man who have 5 baby mamas and not paying child support and not doing what he's supposed to do because he's supposed to, not because she made him do it. Who wants that, right? Why would you want a man that you got to make him do the right thing? Those are his kids. He brought these kids into the world. They didn't ask to come here. And then these women, sit around and have babies by these sorry men, immature men. They don't even know who they are personally. They don't know who they are. Then what you think your kids are going to be that same thing? And money, genetics is powerful. Genetics is powerful. All the money in the world can't change your genetics. Okay? So just because you got some money and can send your kids to the best schools and all this kind of stuff, who and what they are is in them eternally. And what you think around them, what you say around them, all of that makes a difference of who they are as a person, being respectful, you know? My son, excuse me, came down on yesterday. He spent Christmas with his mom and his family. Sierra wasn't able to come, but Alexander came. You know, he's the one that sings and writes and composes. Came in from Atlanta, so we're blessed to see him and have him for a week. And then Miles, of course, he's here still in Houston, and he's going to Atlanta to visit his mother for, I think, this holiday's coming up, or even after the new year. I'm not quite sure, but I'm glad about that. But his dad was talking to him too about writing things down. Get a journal, write things down, you know, write them down so you can see them, so you can visualize them, put them up on your mirror. Get a journal, you know, write down the things that you want 2022 to bring you, right? Things that you want to have, people that you want in your life, places that you want to travel to, cars that you want to drive, homes. How much money do you want in your bank account? All of those things, you need to write it down and make it clear. And then you need to get out there and implement those things and work hard for them. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today, right? Because again, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And so I just had a few things that I wanted to share um, with you guys about being comfortable in where you are. You know, please, please, please think about what I said this morning. If you were on here while you were doing your little workout, hey, did you guys get a chance to work out with the Moores on Friday? Nina and Paul Moore, more so Paul. I appreciate them stepping in for me. That necessarily was not planned, but I appreciated they always willing to step in and help. And I called them at the last minute, and they was like, yes. And I'm just blessed that I was able to get a banner out at the last minute because sometimes it's very difficult to do that, you know. And so Paul was getting his workout on with his weights, and he did a great job. He did a phenomenal job. I'm going to have to get him on the schedule for 2022, right? The Moore family, and then everybody else who's out there who wants to get on the schedule, right? For 2022. Good morning. Happy holidays. You too. Thank you. And um, I was saying I lost my train of thought. But anyway, 2022. Oh my God. Listen, so we was talking about these Christmas decorations. We really enjoyed our decorations. Well, I was talking about something and I lost my train of thought. You know what I mean? I forgot what I was saying, right? I did drink my Caprice coffee this morning. Oh, that's what I was saying. Anybody who wants to be a part of the training, who wants to train, right? And you don't have to be an expert because look at me, I'm not an expert at all. If you want to work out and do the live, let me know. Let me know what days you're available. Hit me up and let me know when you're available, and I'll be happy to have you host one of the calls, right? I have some other people who have already, let's see, so you were talking about, yes, workout schedule, Sanja. Hit me up. Let me know. What days you available? I probably need to get a trainer. You know what I mean? I really do need to get a trainer. Have somebody come over, or I'm not one of those people that like to go to the gym, but I really do need a trainer. But I'm glad that I'm committed to getting up. You know, I've committed myself to getting up early, and I'm proud of myself for getting up early in the morning, 6 o'clock a.m., to get ready for you guys for 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's early for me because I'm not an early morning person, and I have no reason to get up early. And I like that, okay? I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't sleep late though. I'm usually up at 8, 8:30. Sometimes I sleep a little later, maybe, and it depends on what's going on, what I did the night before, what happened. But no later than 9 o'clock, if that, right? Even yesterday, you see, my family, the last family member left Sunday morning at 3 o'clock. We sat up and talked 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I think on Sunday I woke back up. I was up by 7:30. And then I laid down and took a nap about 3 because I was pooped. All that cooking and being up on my feet all day and entertaining. It's difficult to entertain. That's another thing. People don't appreciate what you do because they don't do it, right? And so they don't get in there and go to the store, buy all this food, come home, prepare it, you know. And I'm talking about a lot of food. Like, I make a lot of food. And usually my mother does the macaroni and cheese for me. And she helps me cut up the vegetables and stuff. But they don't appreciate it because sometimes when you don't do it yourself, you don't have any appreciation in it. But sometimes you don't have to do it yourself. You can appreciate it, you know? And it's okay that you don't want to learn how to cook. Well, how about you want to just come and help cut up some vegetables, right? Or how about you buy some? Just because I have it, which is fine. I'm blessed to be able to do it and I want to. But it's nice when people, you know, appreciate you. Come to the house, and this is another thing I want to talk about. People come, they don't you doing all this entertaining all the time, always doing things for them, and they just show up. They don't help. They ain't cleaning up. They don't buy you a gift. Hey, here's a candle. You can buy a candle for $15 or less. They have sales going on like crazy. Who don't want a candle? You know, a prayer book, a bookmark, a bottle of wine. There's a lot of things that you can give to people that's an inexpensive gift. Just because you think a person is, see, that's your mindset. You know, I don't know what to get that person. That person have everything. Well, you know what? There's some things out there that a person may need, you know. Get them a gift certificate to the gas station. Gift certificate to the grocery store. You know, a candle. I mean, people just make excuses, right? And your family members are the main ones that make excuses. They're the main ones that they're eating, packing up plates to go and all kind of stuff. And don't want to help, don't want to do nothing. And God forbid that they do something, they want to hold you to the fork. I brought this, I brought that, I did this. So what? You did it that one time and all of a sudden you want to be praised. Told y'all better change. Y'all better get it together. So y'all go ahead. I've been on this line for too long talking. Talking about, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I hope you guys got a chance to work out. See my little workout. I think earlier somebody must have asked. I saw Megan post where you can get the workout gear. See. Woo! We're gonna have our new workout gear for you guys to order and to get. And so make sure you go to the website at allthingstava.com and you can get marketing tools and workout gear. We got some exciting things that's coming up in 2022. We have our awesome conference that's coming up in March. What is that, 3rd and 4th of 2022? We have some good products and good information that's going to be coming out. You guys are going to be so excited when you get a chance to hear about all the awesome things that Mr. Lloyd has been working on for you guys. Sick or not, he's been working like a Hebrew slave. Stay committed. That's right, Sandra. Stay committed. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, work out, exercise, be a better person, be a better neighbor, uh, be a kind person, be giving, be thoughtful, do things for others, quit telling stories, quit making up lies, quit getting thinking you getting over on people, cheating, whatever it is your issue is. Let's change it. Let's be committed to changing because it's for you. It's not for the other person, right? My son better get his butt up and get out here and put this trash out. It's for you, right? Not the other person. The change is for you to be a better person, okay? For you to be at peace with who and what you are in life, you know? So go ahead. This is the last Monday in 2021. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. You guys have a great Tava week. Make sure you're taking your products because I did take my Caprice coffee and I dropped in my 2 flares. I'm getting ready to go in here and eat me some fruit and have me some Greek yogurt. And then I'll take my Valet 30. And oh gosh, you know what today I'm doing? One of my girlfriend's daughter is a debutante. So I'll be going to a debutante ball. I'll have to put on a long gown, so I'll get a chance to dress up today, and I'm excited about that. Not only excited that she's going to be a debutante, and her. My godson is actually her date, right? And so I'm going to be there supporting them, but then I also get a chance to dress up and put on a long gown and get all cute and put some lashes on and some makeup on and do something this holiday. But I am going to practice being safe. And I'll make sure I post a picture so you guys can see it. So go out and have a great day. Thank you guys for always showing up and supporting me. I appreciate that. And I hope you got your workout on. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Mwah. Bye. So y'all want to hear this Christmas? By my son. I love this song. Let's play that when we go out. Even though Christmas has passed, it's still the holidays.
Yeah, on this Christmas, I don't want much. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All that I want is you. As long as it's you and me, we don't really need much. Around this time of year, I'm not always near. So when you're right here, with the fireplace to warm us, and New Year's Day upon us, all I know is here on this Christmas, I don't want much. No, I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. I don't want much. No, all that I want is you. Yeah, yeah. We don't really need much here on this Christmas. I don't want much. I don't want much. I got all I need. I got all I need. Trim the tree. Know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All I want is you. As long as it's you and me. You and me. You don't really need much. Don't let traditions go. Just hang the mistletoe. The only gift I want from you is love. With the fireplace to warm us and New Year's Day upon us, all I know is yeah, on this Christmas Christmas. I don't want much. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want much. All that I want is you. As long as it's you and me, we don't really need much help this Christmas. I don't want much, baby. I got all I need. So when we trim the tree, yeah, you know it'll be the simplest Christmas. I don't want